How's it going, neighbors? This is Ed here with etrailer.com, and we're taking a look at the Piston Pro X on the back of our 2019 Toyota Highlander. We're just going to do a test fit to see how well it fits on the back of the vehicle and what it looks like when you're added to the rear. Now, as you can see with our bike here, it's secured by the front and rear wheels, and that's what's going to hold it into place. This is a wheel-mounted carrier, so if you have a carbon fiber frame bike like the one right here, this is going to allow you to transport your bike without making any contact to the frame. Now, more specifically, looking at how it fits on the Toyota, you can see with our handlebars, these guys are kind of a way away, and even when you give it a little bit of a shake, you're not really coming into contact with, you're not running risk of coming into contact with anything. Now, as far as tilting and reaching your cargo area, you're going to actually have a spring-loaded handle that you're going to be able to press down, and you're going to have quite the slant on this guy. So it's going to allow you to be able to access that cargo area without making any contact to the back hatch. So that gives you a place to reach your cargo, tie your shoes, maybe have a beverage at the end of your ride, but it does give you that ability to have full access. Now, as far as what's being blocked on the rear of the vehicle, I'm going to lift this up and we can take a look and see what it's doing for us. So with our bike here, you can kind of see a single bike. You can get a good look at the license plate, the backup camera, and then the tail lights. They're going to illuminate around the frame of the bike and the carrier. Your rear window will show some of your bike, but it's just one of the things that comes with the territory. But in general, this is going to give you pretty good clearance on the back of the vehicle. Now we're going to actually remove our bike from the carrier. We're going to press down on our active piston here, and that's going to slide it open. Our wheels are actually adjustable all the way between 19 and 20 inches using the automatic adjuster here that's tool free. So that comes in handy also. And then it's a one-handed release with this guy. So that makes it really easy for you to load and unload, especially if you're balancing a heavier bike. Your capacity can go up to 67 pounds. And if you wanted to add on the accessory ramp, that guy would just hook right onto the end. Now, as far as our wheels, our carrier can support up to 5-inch wide tires, and that's going to work for your thicker mountain bikes. But you can see it's graduated on the inside where you're going to have steps going all the way down to your more narrow road bike tires. Now we're going to fold this guy up and get some measurements to see how much we're adding to the back of our vehicle. Got my tape measure here, and at our closest point, we're right at 9 inches from the bumper. Our farthest point, we're right at 28. And you can see with the Highlander, you have a pretty good ground clearance right out the gate anyway. So you're not going to be overly concerned about hitting anything here. I just want to keep in mind when you're going up steep inclines and driveways, just be cautious. You're right at 23 inches from the ground here at the lowest point. So that's going to fold up pretty compact. Using that same tilt button, we're going to be able to slide that down, and we'll be able to flip up our carrier. Now you can see here, we have plenty of space between the carrier and the vehicle's body itself, right at 5 inches away. And in the stowaway mode, right at 15 inches overall. And now the back of the vehicle, you have a lot more visibility. License plates completely unobstructed. You have more of your backup camera. You will pick up the carrier, but you'll still be able to see plenty. And you can get the entire lights for your backup and your brakes. Going down to the shank, you have a few things that are kind of interesting with the piston. It is actually an anti-rattle device built into the end, and you have a tool that's included as well. So I'm going to loosen this up a little bit, just so you can get an idea of how it looks in the shank. You can see that motion, and then when we tighten it down, it actually presses against the inside of the shank altogether and helps take that slop out. The carrier is constructed of aluminum and steel is going to be our shank. You have a 2-inch shank that's going to go into your receiver, as well as having a lockable pin. So having this lock with the core pointing away from the side of the vehicle makes it a lot easier to secure it when you're going in and out of the carrier. Now, along with that, you're going to be able to use this tool and store it away right here on the end cap of our Piston Pro X. Now, as far as the back lights and safety, you do have LED lights that are going to plug into your four-way. Or Toyota Highlander does not have that today. But if you do have a four-way flat, you can add that to the back of your vehicle and have additional visibility when you're loaded or unloaded. So it just works out well. Now, the Kuat Piston Pro X is going to be more in line for our more premium cyclists. So a person that's going to be using their carrier a lot, and they need it to be super easy to use and super reliable. Having the Kashima finish on the inside of the pistons is going to give you a long life and a lot of durability. Whereas if you were looking for something that's kind of intermediate, trying to get more serious, the Hollywood Racks Cross Track would be a very good alternative. So again, this is Ed with etrailer.com, taking a look at the Kuat Piston Pro X on our 2019 Toyota Highlander.
We're going to take it out here on the test course. First thing we're going to do is hit the bumps. We're just going to see what it's like if we did hit some speed bumps. I'm watching the bike, watching how it holds on the tires. It looks like it moves just a little bit, not too much. This is mostly standard with other bike racks, so nothing to worry about. The bike doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Now we're going to go a little bit faster in the parking lot. I'm going to take some aggressive turns and see how it handles there. Looks like it's fine. I see a little movement again, but again, the bike's not going anywhere, so I don't have to worry about it.